Hello and welcome to another motors.co.uk in the know video. My name is James Batchelor, I'm a journalist and I've tested cars and helped car buyers for the past 10 years for some of the biggest brands in the business, both in print and on YouTube. Now today I'm answering questions about the perfect family car for less than £6,000, which vans are good for converting into camper vans, and what to look out for when buying a used Nissan Juke. 3 questions sent in by motors.co.uk users. Right, first question. I'm looking for a family car, no older than 2014, and if it's a petrol, not more than 1.4 litres in engine size. If it's a diesel, not more than 1.6 litres. It must be 5 doors and have one owner from new with no more than 40,000 miles on the clock. My budget is £5,000 to £6,000. Maybe you have something to recommend. Well, now it's great that you've narrowed your search down to a set of specific requirements. But in this case, I fear you're not being that realistic, I'm afraid. I mean, for this kind of money, engine size and mileage, you're going to be looking at something like a super mini rather than a family car. The classified websites like motors.co.uk are, well, they're chock full of Vauxhall Corsas at this price range and mileage. For instance, around £5,500, you could get yourself a 1.4 litre petrol Vauxhall Corsa Excite with around 30,000 miles on the clock. If you go for one of those, do try to find one with air conditioning and one that's really been looked after well. And if you go for that, you'll find yourself a perfectly decent car. Now, I have spotted a couple of larger family hatchbacks that meet your criteria, though. My choice would be the previous generation Vauxhall Astra. I found a 2014 car in mid-spec SRI, and that was priced at £5,700. However, family cars such as these are, well, to be honest with you, they are few and far between with your criteria. So really, a budget of around £7,500 is more realistic, I'm afraid. Hopefully that has helped you and hasn't disappointed you too much. Next question. Hi, I'm looking to buy a van to convert into a camper. Are there any make or models you would suggest? Great question. I doubt you are alone in thinking this at the moment, especially with holidays abroad being next to impossible at the moment, and staying in the UK can be a lot of fun, especially if you're in a camper van. Now, converting a van into a camper van isn't for everyone, let's be honest, but if you've got the DIY skills or just the vision, it can be a very clever way of saving some cash. Why? Well, van conversions can cost, well, they can cost from anything from £500, or if you get a specialist firm to do it for you, you're probably looking around £15,000. But when you bear in mind a brand new Volkswagen California starts at £55,000, you can see what I mean when I say you can save an awful lot of cash. Also, if you can be the architect. If you create your own van, you can design it just how you want it to be. So which vans are good for conversion? Well, a simple rule really is look at the vans that are camper vans already, or vans that are used as the base for motorhomes. Getting hold of a used van at the moment is pretty hard because they're all being snapped up by delivery firms, but there are some good vans out there, and three of which are the Volkswagen Transporter. Now these are hardy, they're reliable, and because a lot of people want a VW camper van, when you come to sell, you shouldn't find it difficult to find a buyer. Now prices start at around £4,000. For that you'll get a 2000 Transporter T4, so a van which is over 20 years old. But prices are all over the place at the moment, so make sure you widen your search, and I'm sure you'll be able to hunt out the right van for you. Two other vans which I would recommend are the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter and, of course, the good old Ford Transit. Okay, last question for this month. I am interested in the Nissan Juke for a little car for everyday use, nursery drop-offs, food shopping, seeing the in-laws and travelling to work. I don't really know much about the car, I'm simply drawn to the style of it. Is there anything I should be aware of, or is it the perfect fit? Okay, well, it doesn't surprise me that you are drawn to the styling because that's what the Duke has always been about, really. It's a style statement. There is more to the Duke than just the styling, however. I mean, it was one of the first small crossovers, so it's got a slightly raised driving position in a car that's super mini sized, and it could be the perfect car for your lifestyle. Now, in terms of things to look out for on the first generation Nissan Juke, which was built between 2010 and 2019, pay close attention to the seats because they can wear quite badly. The stitching can break away, and the parcel shelf in the back, that's also very fragile, so look out for splits. Another thing to be aware of is the air conditioning. Now, some cars suffer from air conditioning that doesn't blow out cold air. It's actually due to a faulty pipe, which can cost a whopping £500 to fix. So when you're looking at a Duke, make sure the air conditioning is working. If it isn't, be wary when the seller says, oh, the air conditioning just needs a regas. It might very well need a regas, but it could also be a little bit more serious than that. Lastly, the Duke did have a number of recalls during its lifetime, so make sure it's had all of those recalls done. You can find out that information by looking through the car's paperwork or even by checking with Nissan themselves. Right, well, that is it for this month. If you'd like my advice on your next car, then click the link in the description below. I'd be very happy to help you out. But until next time, thanks very much for watching, and bye-bye.